Well, another milestone for a Metro Detroit school district as students return to full class schedules. Elementary school children returned 2 weeks ago, and today it felt like fall for the middle and high schoolers, having that back to school feeling for the first time in more than a year. Paula Tutman takes us to the Romeo Community Schools District.
The excitement of a return actually started last week as teachers prepared to welcome the cohorts back to the Romeo High School campus as a single school, decorating halls with streamers, making signs.
I almost feel like this is our fall. Like that energy that you have, although we've had students the whole year, hybrid, but having them all together, I can feel it in the classroom.
And today was the day. A return to full days, full-time, face-to-face learning for high school and middle schoolers, which means 80% of the district's students are now physically back in class.
It was the best thing ever walking through that Bulldog. We had the music going.
Today felt like the first day of school, actually, because it is the first day that we have brought both groups of our students. We had our students cohorted back to school together.
It's exciting because I had a lot of friends in the other cohort, so it's nice to be all together as one.
The high school operates with a learning system called the Academies at Romeo, in which students decide on an area of interest and attend micro and macro focused learning that gives real-world experience in their area of interest.
What has the last year been like for you as a student?
Still in keeping with our safety precautions, students Logan Wentz and William Gilbert in the High School Video Production Academy took on inside news gathering duties as they became our eyes, ears, and video production crew as their first day back assignment. For the ninth graders, color-coded masks were deployed to create a sense of teamwork so they can identify who was actually in their academy. Now, the population density is still a concern. It'll be hard to fully separate students, and the onus is actually on the families to keep track of temperatures and health screenings. But those students who have returned to face-to-face learning full-time will see differences in how they must conduct themselves on campus to keep the pandemic out of their buildings.
We have been very mindful of, limiting the interaction in common spaces. At the high school here, they've added an extra lunch hour, so we're doing our best to keep kids distanced at lunchtime. And then our elementary students are purely cohorted, so there's no crossover in between the classes.
Yeah, so, this is just one district of many that are trying to figure out how to get their kids back into the classroom, basically full-time, and we see a variety of different ways. Temperature screenings at the door, also paperwork, as well as partitions. This particular district is basically putting it on the communities and the families, saying if you choose to send your child back to in-person learning, it really is up to you to help keep your household safe so that the pandemic doesn't get inside the building, Karen.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Paula Tutman, live for us this afternoon.